Morning. Welcome to Thursday Car Talks. Let's go. So, today, as I was getting in my car, I was looking outside because, as you can see, I live within nature, right? I am out here in the mountains in northern Idaho. And I've lived here in Idaho for 9 years, and I am still so in awe of God's creation, of His beauty, of nature. So I grew up in Southern California, so I had access to a lot of different parts of nature. I had the mountains and I had the ocean and the desert. Okay, I could go to Yosemite, I could go to Big Bear, I could go to the beaches, and then Eaton Canyon was right in my backyard, right? So I did not lack nature or the escapes in my lifetime, but every state, every country has their own thing, you know? I think my most favorite thing living in Idaho is the wildlife. If I want to go into the city, I have to drive around the lake. And do you know what? We have the geese, you have the ducks, the swans, and the funniest thing to me, the last animal that I ever thought I would see in Idaho, pelicans. Okay, the pelicans come up here every year and just chill in the lakes. And I think that's the coolest thing ever. God has made us to be adaptable human beings. I was not made for the cold weather in Idaho. That is not how I grew up. I do not enjoy the cold very much, but I'm here. I've lasted 9 years, and I'm surviving. I'm surviving in the situation and the place that I've been put in. But I also look out at nature and see all the intricate details. You look at the backs or underneath the trees, all the evergreen trees, and how beautiful each little tiny leaf is. They're all different. My favorite time to walk underneath them is in the winter because, okay, you have the green tree, you have the snow on top and underneath-ish, because only-ish underneath, because the leaves keep the snow from hitting the ground in some parts. But underneath these little leaves, these trees are a lighter shade of green. And that contrast is beautiful. I'm just like, how? I look at nature and all the minute little details, the purple flowers growing on the side of the road, all the dandelion, the elderberries, everything that grows here is just beautiful. Not just here, but all over the world. All nature sings and rejoices of His glory. The birds sing us to sleep every night, and I love to watch the stars. I can just go out of my driveway at night if I wanted to and look up and see the stars. And then I'm reminded that the same God who made the elderberries, the huckleberries, the elusive huckleberry, made me too. With the same concentration, all the tiny little details, He made me, He made each and every one of you as well. Not one berry is the same, not one tree is exactly the same, and none of us are exactly the same. Even if you're an identical twin, you're not exactly the same, because we each have our own personalities. We're all individual. God puts so much detail into who you are. love you because He made you exactly how He wanted you. Granted, we have some things we can fix and change, right? With our personalities, with our attitudes, and how we see ourselves. But we can do that if we give it all to Jesus, right? Give it all, right? Give it all to Jesus. And thank Him for creating you with all these details that make you, you. So, if you have something that you don't like about yourself, write it down.